What's up, guys? So I'd seen some comments and people wanted me to make a video on a certain subject matter, and I will do it. I think you guys will enjoy this one. But for anyone I've got to know or kind of create a rapport with, I've quit smoking cigarettes. I'm only smoking weed, and soon here I will quit weed as well. But I'm about 36 hours from my last cigarette, so cheers to that. Into the video. So the setting is Crowley. Like I said, I've only done time in 2 prisons, man. So it's either going to be one of those 2 whenever I make a video. But the setting is Crowley, and just to kind of give you an idea of my financial situation there, I do not come from a rich family. When I was in there, I was maybe getting $50 a month, maybe. So I had to hustle, man. I would make candy, I would make ice cream, I would make all types of shit, and get your hustle on, fool. You got to, right? Or you're just gonna sit there with fucking indigent soap and indigent fucking all that shit, which sucks. So and I mean, your people, your fucking gente, your car will look out for you, but you don't want to rely on other dudes, man. You don't want to be the guy that's like reaching in the kitty, so especially for hygiene and shit. So you have to hustle. But I'm running a store too. So, for those that don't understand like a store concept, basically you would take commissary items and front them out to people for extra interest. So like 2-for-1s, right? I would mainly run a honey bun store. It was just simple. I would do 2-for-1 across the board. It made sense, right? And you'd stack up honey buns quick that way. You'd go from, you start with 8 honey buns, and all of a sudden you open your box, you got 30, 40 honey buns, and people still owing you, right? So you start stacking up honey buns. And this one kid, everything had been going good, dude. I'd been dealing with like all types of folks. No one had fucked around. Everyone was being a proper gentleman. But this one fucking fool in the corner, he was this taller, bigger, older fool than me. White dude. And he was taking his sweet ass time, bro. Damn, it went out. Anyway, this dude's taking his time. So I go up to him and I say, hey, bro, you're gonna give me 2 back, but I'm gonna need 3 at this point because it's taking too long. Like, I gotta tack on interest. You just fucking dodged the last commissary drop, He's like, okay, I got you, man. He pays me. But before he did, I had been talking to some people in the pod, right? It turns out this dude had been fucking people over on debts and paying them back within time frames. He'd done it to pretty much every car in the fucking pod. And so I was pissed off, bro. I kind of felt like this dude, because he was taller and like slightly bigger, was trying to throw his weight around, for a honey bun, for 2 honey buns, mind you. And it just pissed me off, bro. So I went up to him, and mind you, in about 5 days from the day I'm talking about, we had a sell for sell pod swap with the pod 4B in unit 4. We were in 6A, okay? The reason for the sell for sell pod swap is because there was a program getting ran in 4B that was like this privilege program. You had to have a certain amount of time to get into it. A bunch of porters lived there and a bunch of lifers and shit. They had like a video game console, like pizza nights once a month. It was a trip. A lot of people thought it was like a rat program, but no one really, I don't know what it's called. I didn't write it down. If someone knows what I'm talking about, please in the comment section let us know. But we were doing a sell for sell pod swap with those folks, and I don't know why, they just wanted them on the East Yard. So we literally had to not only switch pods and units, but also we had to pack our shit 5 days from that day and move to the other side of the yard, and vice versa with that group of people. So I tell this kid, I say, hey man, that car alarm's gonna piss me off. I say, hey man, in 5 days when we do this pod swap, I don't want to fucking see you, bro, when we get over there. I was like, I've talked to some folks, and it seems like this is a pattern. This is your MO. You kind of like getting in debt and pushing the boundaries with paying people back on the amount, not paying the interest, pushing the time frames, all this stuff. And no one's asked me to do this. I'm literally just telling you, like, don't even fucking show up that day, bro. Just go to another pod. Tell them folks, you know? Excuse me. He says, okay. He's like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't realize, you know, that was the energy in the room. I was like, well, you need to learn to read the room, bro, because I'm fucking pissed about this shit. I know it might seem small to you, but it's the principality, you know? You told me you were gonna pay me back last week. Come on, fool. You know, like, that's just disrespectful. It's disrespectful to do to me when I've been nothing but respectful to you, right? And to find out, it wouldn't bother me that much if it was like a one-time thing, but to find out that's your fucking get down and you just do that to people is weird. So I just felt some type of way. I was being immature, I was being ignorant, and I wanted to take it into my own hands. I wanted to check this fool in, and I fucking told him that. So 5 days pass, and that day comes, and we're up early, we're packing our shit. Con and I are fucking drinking our Folgers and, you know, getting ready for the day, and we pack all of our shit on these in these laundry carts and anything you could use to move it across the yard, and we're all fucking walking, and I see this kid walking in line with us, and he didn't fucking press a button, he didn't tell the cops anything. So remember, if you tell someone they gotta go, you have to stand behind that shit. So we get to the pod. So, mind you, we literally, when I say cell for cell, we literally went to the exact same cells that we were living in 6A and 4B. So that kid, he was on the bottom tier on the right. In the corner cell, there was four-man corner cells, 2 on each tier. And they were the only cells that had 4 people in these pods. If you're facing the Sally Port and the bubble, he was in the right bottom corner. So he goes to his cell. His cellies go to his cell. Con and I go to ours on the second tier, and I'm looking at Con, and I hadn't really told him. I don't know why. I should have told him the whole fucking situation. I had talked to other people, but this is my own celly, bro. I should have talked to him because he could have saved me a whole bunch of trouble. And to this day, I was just being a fucking idiot. I don't know. Con was older, he was an OG, and I had a lot of respect for that fool, so I didn't want to bring my petty bullshit to him, and I didn't want to come across as not being able to make decisions for myself. But you always talk to your bros, homie. So we go on level 3s. You lock down like 3 times a day, and 4s and all that too. So we go on our little lockdown after we move our shit, you know, after we've done a chow pull and whatever. And I just remember thinking to myself, like, dude, when I get off lockdown, I'm gonna have to go beat this fool's ass. He fucking straight up just said, fuck me, fuck what I said, and walked over here. So we had the tablets at the time still. I'm all listening to like fucking Rage Against the Machine and like Irish fucking music, like all this shit. I'm just getting fucking pumped up, dude. I'm just getting myself angry, homie, getting myself ready, as fucking mad as I can. Cause this dude's bigger, bro. He was significantly bigger, you know. And hey, I'm not the worst fighter in the world, but I'm not the fucking best, you know. I'm not Kimbo Slice, honey. So, or fucking, you know, Tank. I'm not fucking Javante Davis, honey, you know. So, I'm getting myself pissed off, right? And bam, we get off lockdown. And I go down there. He's in the corner, so the doors had been popped. I opened his door. I told his 3 cellies, they were playing Dungeons and Dragons. I told his 3 cellies, get the fuck out of there. They did. I walked in to that dude. I told him, put his hands up. I was so fucking fair about this, bro. I said, put your hands up, homie. He was like, are you serious? Or he like kind of put his head down. He was like, bro, like, come on, fool. I was like, put your fucking hands up. He put his hands up. I put my hands up. And I swing. Bam. Missed the first shot. Homie ducks it. This fool swings at me. Clips me. We start going. I cracked this fool, bro. My hands, even though I missed that first shot and he got me, my hands ended up being true, bro, this day. I cracked this one. Bam, 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 bam. On the 4th one, I split this fool's whole shit. Like, it was just a weird, the way I hit him, it was like there was it's just so thin right there on the bone. Just split this fool like 1.5 inches. Bam. And he fell on his pocket. Instantly, blood's just like leaking down. It's not like dark red, it's just the light red shit, but it was the way it cut him, it's just instant coming down his face. He's on his pockets, looking up at me. I'm staring over him. I'm like, pack your shit up, go press that fucking button, and get the fuck out of this pod. I'm so fucking mad that you came over here. Why the fuck did you make me do this? Blah, blah, blah. I'm pissed off, fool. He's like, I'm sorry. I was like, get up, homie. I fucking put my hand out. Literally put my hand out. Grabbed this fool by his forearm and pulled this fool up on his feet. I was like, go pack your shit, bro. He's like, I'm sorry, bro. Head down. I turn around. Khan is in the window like this. Like, fool, what the fuck? I get to the fucking door. I open the door. I close it behind me. Khan's like, homie, you just fucked up so bad. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, bro, that dude's a fucking sex offender, fool. I was like, what are you talking about, homie? He's like, yo, that dude's a fucking SO. I was like, damn, what are you saying? He's like, bro, you need to go in there right now. Tell that kid that he cannot check in. He needs to heal this up for a few days, and you need to put some space on the cameras between you and this incident, bro, because they're gonna think that you did this intentionally, homie. And I keep looking at him like, fool, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, bro, if they think you did that intentionally, knowing about his case, they're gonna charge you with a hate crime. And it all clicked. And I was like, oh my fucking God. And I went in there and I said, hey, I was like, listen, bro, change your plans. I was like, unpack your shit, ice your fucking face. I am still fucking mad because you didn't tell me that you're a fucking sex offender. What the fuck? Now you need to heal up, bro. I was like, you need to heal.